Hi, my name is Michelle Stumbo and I am a geek, but I understand that not everyone else is. I'm also the 4-H Extension educator in Meigs County, Ohio, and I can throw any number of statistics at you to impress upon you the importance of youth learning about STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math.
According to US 2020, a White House-backed organization created to help further STEM education, by 2018 there will be 1.2 million US job openings in science, technology, engineering, and math fields, with significant shortage in qualified applicants to fill them. Findings from the Brookings Institute state that, as of 2011, 26 million U.S. jobs, 20% of all jobs, require a high level of knowledge in one STEM field. And the Georgetown Public Policy Institute's Recovery 2020 report states that, by 2020, 65% of all jobs in the economy will require post-secondary education and training beyond high school. And job openings in healthcare, community services, and STEM will grow the fastest among occupational clusters. And finally, the United States will fall short by 5 million workers with post-secondary education at the current population rate by 2020.
Many 4-Hers are already making strides in this area. The 4-H study of positive youth development shows that 4-Hers are about 2 times more likely to participate in science, engineering, and computer technology programs during out-of-school time in grades 10 through 12. And that 4-H girls are 2 times more likely in grade 10 and nearly 3 times more likely in grade 12 to take part in science programs compared to girls in other out-of-school time activities. 4-H has some great resources to help you incorporate STEM into your club plan. 4-H project books already have a good deal of STEM included in them. The 4-H STEM Pathways Design team has resources available for you to use that can be found online. Here's an example of one activity that's available.
Hi, I'm Alex. Today we're going to talk about the STEM Pathways Extraordinary Power Challenge. Have you ever peeked into a carton of eggs to inspect the eggs before buying? I know I have. No one wants to discover they bought a carton full of scrambled eggs by mistake. How much strength is packed into this object weighing less than 2 ounces?
It's fragile enough for a chick to hatch,
but strong enough for when the mother hen lies on the egg, it doesn't break.
How is this possible?
Let's explore the egg structure and see what we can discover. Hold the egg in the palm of your hand. Close your hand so your fingers are completely wrapped around the egg. Squeeze the egg by applying even pressure all around the shell.
You're kidding.
I don't want to be covered in egg.
Let's just try it and see what happens.
Now put the egg between your thumb and index finger. Squeeze as hard as you can. Why do you think the egg did not crack or break?
Its curved shape evenly distributes the pressure.
The egg is shaped as an arch or dome. This is the strongest architectural form.
You're both right. If eggs are so strong, why are they packed and sold in cartons?
To prevent accidents like this.
That's one reason, but let's learn more from those working in the poultry and food processing industry.
Well, the egg is almost the perfect food, and it has to be because it supports the growth of the embryo while it's developing. And it's important to have a good shell to get it to market, but then after that we have to throw the eggshell away. So that's something that's maybe a future research project for people to find a better way to use the eggshell.
Every aspect of the food processing and packaging industry needs workers trained in the STEM disciplines. Engineers, scientists, marketers, and logistics specialists work on teams to create cost-effective packaging to protect products. Let's learn more.
I'm currently working on my senior project with the College of Engineering where we're looking at different wheels for shock absorbance. This relates to your egg carton project as better shock absorbing materials will protect the eggs better.
The problem: Sunnyside Eggs wants to reach a new market with a 4-pack to-go egg carton. You have been contacted to work with a team to create and test a prototype. The challenge: using the materials provided, your challenge is to design a carton prototype and determine the strength capacity in protecting the eggs from breakage. You will be using the following materials for this challenge: a foam container as your base, cotton balls, toothpicks, craft sticks, cotton swabs, cosmetic sponges or pads, 3-ounce paper cups, cardstock strips, toilet paper, paper towels, packing peanuts, straws, masking tape, and bubble wrap. For this challenge, you will be using the engineering design process. Let's look at the current egg carton design and explore the support it gives for the eggs inside.
It holds them upright.
It separates the eggs so they do not touch.
It cushions the top and bottom of the eggshells.
But how much weight could a carton of eggs really hold?
How can we find out?
We could put weights on them.
Can we try standing on it?
Very funny.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. Who wants to try?
I will.
Okay, you need to take your shoes and socks off.
Wait, are these hard-boiled?
No, they're raw. Have a volunteer stand behind the 2 egg cartons barefoot. 2 others need to help the volunteer onto the eggs. The goal is to keep feet flat and disperse your weight evenly across the eggs. Do not rock forward on your toes or back on your heels. What happens? Based on what you just observed, ask, what are some possible ideas for constructing your egg carton prototype?
We could take these packing peanuts and use them to separate the eggs so they don't touch.
And we could put those in the cup to stabilize it.
We can use these cotton pads to line the inside of the cups.
Those are some great ideas.
How will we be testing it?
You'll be using one of your team members. Next, plan by brainstorming some more ideas or sketching out your design. Now you are ready to create your prototype. How will egg size affect materials used? What effect will the number of eggs placed in the egg carton have on the test outcome? Do you predict similar or different results if using white versus brown eggs? Name brand versus store brand? Organic versus traditionally produced? Always be sure to wash your hands thoroughly with soap and water or hand sanitizer after handling eggs to prevent salmonella infection. Time to test your egg carton prototype. How well did the eggs inside? What worked and what didn't? What other materials would you like to use? Improve your design. Knowing what you know, what changes will you make to your egg carton design? I know my group has a few changes to make to their egg carton prototypes before taking a final design to Sunnyside Eggs. Join us in taking the STEM Pathways Extraordinary Power Challenge. The next generation of egg carton technology is counting on your innovation and creativity.
However, we also realize that as a 4-H volunteer, you are busy. If you would like more information about easy-to-use resources that you can share with your members, please contact your local extension office or a member of the 4-H STEM Pathways design team. This video, however, is not about asking you to add one more thing to your plate. We want you to simply pay attention and point out when STEM is happening in the world around us. Children start life asking questions about the world around them. If you've ever ridden in the car with a toddler, you know what I mean. Questions can help focus a point you are trying to make or show that 4-Hers have actually done STEM activities without realizing it. And it's okay that you may not know the answers to those questions. Learning to find the answers is part of the process. 4-H project books have connections to STEM. Sometimes it just takes the right questions to help them realize that.
Here are some examples of questions that you can ask youth taking certain projects. Animal science. What is the best environment to keep baby chicks in and why? Technology. STEM projects like woodworking. What type of tool would you use to make a certain item? Engineering. Clothing and textiles projects. How would you go about modifying a pattern if you've grown 3 inches since starting the project? Math. Food and nutrition projects. What is the difference between dry and liquid measurements? Simple questions can help focus the point and help your members understand that they are taking part in STEM projects.
So you can see that there is STEM everywhere you look in the world around us. Asking members questions about that world can help them make those connections. We hope this video clip, brought to you by the Buckeye Hills Extension Education and Research Area of the Ohio State University Extension, has helped you see that you can incorporate STEM into your club without dropping anything that is already on your plate.